Afenifere is completely obedient, says Gboyega Adejumo. Hey guys, this is still DJM TV Daily News Update. Ahead of the 2023 general election, in the midst of the politics of endorsement within the pan-Yoruba social political organization Afenifere, the chieftain of Afenifere, Professor Gboyega Adejumo, has said that Afenifere is completely obedient. Adejumo, who insisted that Afenifere, under the leadership of Pa Ayo Adebanjo, remains completely obedient, has said is a loyal supporter of the Obidient movement for the 2023 general election. Professor Adejumo Gboyega said in a video we're about to watch that Afenifere is fully obedient and nothing has changed. What happened in Akure ought not to happen, but it is a season. We have seen quite a slide of fake endorsements, and what happened in Akure was one of it. It was a fallacy and a joke, he noted. He has described as a joke the endorsement of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, by the ex-Afenifere leader Pa Ruben Fasorati in Akure, the Ondo state capital. He further made it clear that, contrary to claims in some quarters, the 94-year-old Adebanjo remains the leader of Afenifere and not Fasorati, stating that the latter handed over to the former in March 2021. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
Afenifere is fully obedient. Nothing has changed. What has changed? What happened in Akure ought not to happen, but it's the season. It's a season where people go and procure, obtain, perhaps even, if we may use the word, foul play comes into play, and we've seen quite a slew of fake endorsements. The Olu of Ori came out and said, no, I didn't endorse him. Then, of course, the cardinals, the bishops, the Catholic Church said, we didn't endorse him. The OPC, Gani Adams said, I didn't endorse him. But then many things had been put out as if they had gotten certain endorsements. And what happened in Akure was a farce, a joke. And I will explain. A WhatsApp group called Conscience of Yoruba Nation put out an invitation signed by two people, one an executive of Afenifere, but he didn't put out this information. He didn't put out this invitation in the name of Afenifere and by Dari Babanisa. And they said, we are inviting Yoruba leaders. No word like Afenifere appeared on that invitation. They are free to do so. And then, of course, they all converged in Akure. Somehow, from Conscience of Yoruba Nation to bringing certain people in Yoruba land together, and you begin to query the process. But then, why would you even want to deny anyone the right of gathering? Then the next thing is you are coming out to say Afenifere has endorsed. Who are the people there that are Afenifere? Chief Fasorati. He's our leader emeritus and we respect him. We revere him. His next birthday is going to be 97. He actually put a call through to Papa Adebanjo to say, Bola Ahmed Tinubu got across to me to say he would like to come and see me. And he asked a question. Do I receive him or not? And Papa Adebanjo said, please go ahead and receive him. But let him know that Afenifere has taken a position. And then Chief Adebanjo went ahead to call the chair of Ondo Afenifere chapter, Honorable Dayo Duile. I've just had this conversation with the leader emeritus. And he did the same thing with Chief Olufalai. And that is what we thought it was. Until those who wanted to do exactly what we will call revisionism, perhaps the reactivation of the demo in certain people, the spirit of the 1962 crisis of the Afenifere, decided that they were going to turn what was going to be a Conscience of Yoruba Nation thing into an Afenifere thing. I'm here to tell the truth. The only thing I have is the truth. And is that weapon as well as that shield. The truth will shield you. And then it's that same weapon that you will put out in such a way that when anything is to be said, you can only refer to the truth of the matter as it happened, in situ. What I have said to you today is the gospel truth. I will tell you that I was privy even to that information, and I was privy even to that conversation. Hardly anything that goes on with this sort of a thing that will not have a witness about how it happened.
So indeed,
the very first telephone conversation came from Papa Fashonote, and Papa Adebanjo had not even woken up. It was a missed call that the leader, Papa Adebanjo, now reacted to. But as at the time that he was reacting to it, it was afternoon and some of us were there. He returned the call and this conversation occurred. Just the sequence, the way I have said.
Welcome back, guys. This is still DJMTV Daily News Update. Here we have it. We've heard from Professor Gboyega Adejumo, who has said that Afenifere is fully obedient despite what took place in Akure in the emeritus leader of the Afenifere's house, Pa Fasorati, who was reportedly to have blessed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress. Reports added that the APC presidential candidate has visited the home of Pa Fasorati in Akure and has received the blessing of the Afenifere to contest for the 2023 general election. But Pa Adebanjo, who is a leader of the Afenifere, has said that Afenifere has endorsed Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate. This has been on for some days until the General Secretary of the Pan-Yoruba Social Cultural Group Afenifere, Olusola Ebisine, has declared that the Akure Ondo State visit of the All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to the immediate past leader of the group, Ruben Fasorati, was only a visit of repentance and not for endorsement. And now Professor Gboyega Adejumo is saying that Afenifere is completely and fully obedient. So guys, what do you make of this? Do you see the Afenifere being splitted into two? Why some will support the APC candidate, some will support the Labour Party candidate? Is that what you see taking place, or you see the Afenifere standing together as one and queuing behind the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi? Share your thoughts and comment with us in the comment section below.